I want to see it first, obviously, but I think it's pretty up there because you got two starting caliber guys, in Grayson and Royce, that are probably going to be bench guys.
I want to ask one question about this bench when we get a chance.
Okay.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Is this the most well-rounded bench that Devin Booker has had?
On paper, yes. On paper.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to
Remains
perform,
to kind of be seen.
but
Yeah, I want to see it first, obviously, but I think it's pretty up there because you got two starting caliber guys, in Grayson and Royce, that are probably going to be bench guys. Monte Morris is one of the best backup point guards when healthy that we've seen.
Mason Plumlee's pretty good.
I think you're pretty close. I think maybe the 2021 squad you could make a case for, but I feel like right now I'm leaning towards this year.
You also have a lot of options, too. So if one's not working for whatever reason, whether it's matchup based or they're just having an off night, you've got options to turn to that aren't a major drop off.
I do you one better. I was having this conversation actually last night. I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, tell me a team that's got a better bench than this team in the league. I think they have a top 5 bench in the NBA.
which would be okay. Again,
on paper,
on the court
so far.
But if that holds true, think about what a dynamic turnaround that is from what you saw last year. Even the year before, when they made after they made the trade for KD, like I think people are undervaluing that the Suns did this offseason. That all of a sudden that unit looks much stronger because all the focus is on Kevin, Devin, and Brad. But you look at that, they've got help.
I think a little bit of it is just kind of like hesitation to dive fully into, even though on paper. Because we said the same thing
on paper. Yeah.
So I think that's why some people have a little bit of a
you know what's
harder
interesting,
time
Lance?
just head first.
Real quick. So NBA 2K, everybody knows the game. Everybody knows, the ratings come out and all that stuff. I'm a basketball guy. I'm not saying that NBA 2K is how you should view basketball, okay? But I will say this. When you see the ratings for NBA 2K and you look at that Phoenix Suns team, it looks and feels different. That is, and the video game portion of it, the amount of fucking talent on that team with these bench guys, it makes you pause. It's like, oh shit, yo, listen, I'm not tripping. This team is pretty damn deep. Again, it's a video game. I'm not trying to go there, but I am going there.
Now you got
in the video game, there's no fucking better team than the Phoenix Suns. You want to win the 2K, play with the Suns.
You got me concerned because you know how many banners Phoenix Suns rosters on paper and video games would have hung up in that arena? Far too many. I don't want to hear about that video game.
Okay, but to take it one step further, too, Mario brings up a good point. Even our two-way guys are better than we've had in the past. I mean, Gerald, earlier in the show, you were talking about how the two-way guys are better than G League players, right? They deserve to potentially find themselves a full roster spot.
Yeah,
so,
I think so. It's tough because
there.
I know like Gillespie damn near averaged a triple double in the G League. There is a difference going from one to the other for sure. But yeah, this is one of the better benches that we've had. I mean, going back to like Cam Payne and Dario Saric and JaVale McGee and Cam Johnson type stuff. Like these are established players that we have here. The big thing is like, do you have enough size and defense on the wing? It's still kind of a question mark. But if Ryan Dunn can stay on the floor, then you answer that. So
Mario not bros too, man. I got my connects, bro. Let's just say that.
Gerald, I'm going to regress a little bit here.
Sure.
But they bring up the two-way guys. I mean, they were basically an extension of the hype squad that the Suns have out there, right? The last few years. They were not exactly the guys that were going to change the tide on anything.
Don't slander our guy Ish.
But we
I
love
love Ish. Ish was an all-star podcast guest.
He was 100%.